What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you to a brand new Let's Play. I figured it was about time to get around to the Pikmin sequel, given how long ago I finished Pikmin 1. I've been trying to be better about that, about actually continuing series once I start them. And this time around, I am going in completely blind. Yeah, I got a lot of reservations with this one, but I just figured it was best to just wing it. I've hit a point on this channel now where there's not very many games from my childhood left to take a look at. Not very many that I have a ton of nostalgia for. And I actually do have a little bit for this game, but we'll get into that in a second. This game in particular, it's just always kind of fascinated me and intrigued me because of the complicated relationship a lot of gamers have with it. I've never met anybody who says that this is their favorite Pikmin game. I know a lot of people that like it, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody say they like it more than 1 or 3 or 4. Maybe it's like a second favorite to some, but yeah, I've never seen anybody say this is the best one in the series for a multitude of reasons. I think the biggest one, though, is the difficulty spike that this game apparently underwent. It actually ironed out a lot of the kinks with Pikmin 1 because that game was notoriously glitchy, and added some quality of life features and whatnot, so that's good and all, but it's apparently ridiculously unfair and a kick in the dick at many times throughout the game in the way it just decides to screw you over. So that's going to be fun to deal with. I'm sure I'm going to die a lot in this series, and if you were expecting some amazing gameplay this time around, you are not getting it here. But like I said, I've hit that point now where I'm not going to be looking at games that I know like the back of my hand as much anymore. I just need to wing it. Gaming is all about having new experiences after all, and it's time for me to have some more, especially as I go through the rest of this series. But I should quickly clarify my history with Pikmin 2 because I have played it before, but only under one specific context. Back when this game first came out, I was hanging out with my cousin at their house. I think I was like 12 or 13 at the time, and we were just playing all sorts of different GameCube games, and then he pulled this one out and goes, hey, this one actually has multiplayer in it. The first game doesn't, but this one does. And I was like, okay, let's play it. And I'm sure I got my ass kicked because I had no idea what I was doing, and he knew perfectly well what he was doing. But the battle mode essentially amounted to you get dropped into opposite sides of the same map, you race to build a Pikmin army, and then you use that Pikmin army to go and gather all the collectibles around the map. Once all the collectibles are collected, the map ends, and then whoever has the most points based on rarity of the collectibles and number of Pikmin gathered and whatnot, I think that's how it worked, you win. And that's pretty much it. You could like disrupt each other and have your Pikmin fight their Pikmin, etc., but that's really all it was. And that's all I've played of this game. Again, I don't know anything else about it beyond that. Aside from a few basic outside mechanics. Like one, I know there are 2 new Pikmin types this time around. The white Pikmin, which I think is poison resistant, and the purple Pikmin, which is slower, heavier, and does more damage than any other Pikmin type. There is also a second character this time around that I believe you can switch between. And on top of all of that, there is no more time limit mechanic. Like I think there's still a day-night mechanic, where if you leave your Pikmin outside at night, then they can all die and whatnot. But I don't think there is a day limit. So, like, if you hit 30 days and you fail, I don't think that's here this time around at all. In fact, I don't even know if the game keeps track of the number of days it takes to get through this. I could be wrong about that part, though. That's it. That's all I'm aware of when it comes to this game. Everything else is just going to be all that foreknowledge that I've gathered from beating the first game. So, let's just jump on into this. Oh, but before I start a new game, one last thing, I am playing this on the Switch because Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 actually very recently got Switch re-releases, and I was debating when I started Pikmin 1 to actually do that version on the Switch, but I ended up not, mostly just because I couldn't buy the game outright at the time. I am a little bit regretting that now, but it's whatever. So yeah, Pikmin 1 was on the Nintendo Wii this time, and all future Pikmin games after the fact will be on the Switch. Of course, unless Pikmin 5 comes out on the Switch 2 or whatever before I get around to it, but I digress. All right, let's just do this thing. Hocotate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet while on an interstellar vacation. There, he was aided by indigenous creatures, which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hocotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. In less than 30 days? Well, I guess they did say he was the only employee of merit. Captain Olimar, you really need to ask for a raise then. Because it's like, if this company can't even last more than a month without you, then they clearly need you more than they need anyone else. More than their shareholders, more than their I mean, of course, companies don't need... Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to get into a capitalism spiel here. President of Hocotate Freight and local employee Louis. Oh, I thought they were saying Louis. Okay, sorry. The president and then also Louis. Excuse me. Confused me for a second there. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad. But... sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. And his entire load of golden Pikmin brand carrots were eaten. Was eaten. This guy. Why is he wearing a bib? I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. No, not the ship. We just fixed that. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. Is that even a corporate asset? As for the rest of our loan... oh my gosh. We have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is that? What is going on here? Brought that back as a souvenir for your kid. Oh, I don't like his intense stare. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Money, 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 money. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 pokos. Thing's worth 100 pokos. That's more than a year's salary. Oh my gosh. We're only at 10,000 in debt now. What? There are more on that planet? They can repay our debt. Louis, you don't. Look alive. You must depart immediately. With Captain Olimar. Oh my gosh. That can't even go back and see his family. You seriously do not get paid enough for this, Olimar. There's no way you do. Well, all right. Back into the void of space. What are the expenses for this trip, though? How do we offset those exactly? Is this free? Is the fuel free? Is the rocket ship free? Are their salaries free? Their insurance? Hello? We thinking about anything else? Okay, off to Africa we go. And yes, I know that it's very obvious that this planet is meant to be Earth. Valley of Repose. Okay. That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert. Danger. Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment. Look. Pikmin! They're back. They're here. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. Help them. Oh, I got to call them. You can also hold B to make the sound of your whistle carry farther, remember? Yep, okay. We know the basics of this thing. We're back. Hello. Okay. Come here, you guys. Come on. Also, I love the one that fell over automatically. And also Olimar's little backflip there. Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Okay, hold A to grab Pikmin and then release to throw it. Okay, well, all we got to do is bonk this guy on the head. So if I can just do that, one of them's bound to hit him. There we go. Beautiful. Good job, everybody. All right, do y'all want to... Oh, can I not do the whistle thing again this time? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got to figure out my controls here. Oh, no, it took control away from me. Attention, Captain Olimar. I have just reestablished my communications link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Sure. Okay. Y to communicate. And we've switched to Louis. Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Let's please contact me. Yeah. Okay. So, are off with Louis then. We got to get out of here. We can also do a little bit of headbutting and whacking and whatnot, which is, I guess, kind of cool. Knock this thing down. Get our first pellet. Oh, how did that not break? Okay, there we go. Oh, I think we have found the onion. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. So, oh, and we already got ourselves a Pikmin. Cool. Just one gonna pop out of there, where we're gonna have to build up our little army with Louis. I don't like his stare. The seed the onions ejected and just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. Well, then let me pluck it. Beautiful. They're so freaking cute, even if they are a little bit terrifying looking. It's mostly in the eyes, though. Although none of them have got Louis' eyes beat. This must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. Okay. We can disband with X. I want to know the direct command, though. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling Pikmin carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you all right? Is Louis going to eat it? Are you confused that it's following you, dude? I'm getting the feeling Louis is not, like, particularly bright or anything. Well, you can have that really quickly. I'm going to knock a few of these down while you do that. And then as we get more and more and more of them... Oh, I can't even get you up there. Well, good job, little buddy. And this time we're going to get 2, because you get bonus Pikmin as long as you put ones in of the right color. Yeah, okay. Pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gathering nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. Onions, Pikmin mothership. Yeah. Okay, we got it. You're just telling me everything I know from the first game. So honestly, I guess I have more knowledge going in than I assume at least Nintendo thinks most people would in this situation. But I'm like, okay, trying to like make sure I can like figure this out really quickly. So y'all just grab those. There was one more over here as well. And I'm going to have this guy grab that. But how do I, again, I want to know how I direct you. Not that button. That's centering the camera, obviously. Zooms out. I want to know. I really want to know how you are supposed to... Because that was like my favorite command in the last game, was just being able to like direct them underneath things or into things as opposed to always having to throw them. I hope they didn't take that away because I love that freaking feature. Anyway, give me that, please. Thank you. You can also just hold A and he'll go and pluck every single one that's around the onion. So there we go. Oh, we apparently have... Wait, hold on. Why does it say I have... Oh, the other 5 are with Olimar. Okay, well, let's get on out of here. Come on, guys. Let's go. Wait, what is this? Is this a battery? It is. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate! I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press ZL to move the camera. Yeah, okay. Press ZR to zoom in or out. Press left or right on the... Okay, so that only rotates the camera this time. Well, what the heck? I need to... Wait, hold on. Nope, not D-pad. Okay, well, I tried. Let's see. What do we got here? Do I have to throw these guys up on this bag? I do, but it's not enough, so... well, I probably should have... it'll be fine. I'll carry it back in a minute. There we go! Good job, everybody. And now this thing has to continue talking more. Captain Olimar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? Here on, use B to form a single group, X to take solo action, and Y to change leaders. Got it. So that's kind of nice. All right, everybody. Come on together. All right, we got Louis with us. I am going to, I guess, have a few of you carry that one. So is that 3? Oh, you go. Oh, you guys got to go all the way back to the onion, don't you? Okay, hold on. Let's go get the battery first because we do need to get this thing appraised as quickly as possible. Because this was, what, 15, I think? Is that what it said? Oh, they got to dig it out first, though. So I guess there is no way of actually knowing. Come on, guys. I believe in you. All right, the rest of you go help. Come on. Almost got it. I don't like the sounds they're making. It's a little bit too erotic. Oh, 20. Okay, well, we definitely need to go get more. All right, so if we just head back over this way. Can this bag be pushed down, possibly? Let's find out. What is that? That's 35. Not happening. All right, well, this is why we check these things. I love their little, like, chants, though. They're like, let's go get them. They're so freaking cute. I love Pikmin. They're honestly my favorite little guys. Can we go up this way? Let's see. What's up here? Nothing up here at all? There's a little slide. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I'm not going to lose a few of them up there, am I? Come on, you guys. Come on. Down the slide or down the ramp. Or yeah, there you go. Get up here. Okay, hopefully I didn't leave any. At this point, again, like I said, I don't care if I lose a bunch of Pikmin this time around. I'm going to do my best not to, but I'm also not going to be like, oh, man, I got to reset the day if I lose a bunch because it's not worth it. It just isn't worth it. Okay, can I throw a few more on there to make this thing go faster? No, probably not. I mean, 6 is the most I can throw it at anyway. Because we definitely are going to need these guys if we're going to go get that battery taken back. And there wasn't anything over where we found Louie at either, so it's pretty much just the one before we can actually get that going, unfortunately. So, and they're really limiting. I mean, I guess they're like trying to get you into the mechanics, which I guess, it makes sense. It's understandable. This is the tutorial. But still, we're going to get how many out of that? Probably 5? Well, exactly 4. Okay, wow, they're really stingy with the limits in this one. Okay, let's just pull all of you out one at a time. There we go. 20 this time. Did Louie help me pluck that there? I think he did. Well, that's cool. All right, all of you go. I also just now noticed the individual health bars for Olimar and Louie because I am super observant. But if we can just get that back, I think that's going to pretty much be it for this first episode, isn't it? Probably. Yeah, we're making as much headway as I can possibly make here because water up there. Obviously, we only have access to red Pikmin right now. Where? Oh, man, it is slow. Okay, good to know. And we have this paper bag, but obviously we're going to need more to be able to get up to that at some point. I'm sure that looks like a boss arena up there. If I see a giant circular space, I'm assuming boss arena. But I guess we'll find out how much this battery is worth and if it pays off the debt. Any amount, probably not a significant amount at all, because, well, this game wants you to go after a ton of treasures, which makes sense. I miss my ship, man. It is much shinier, much nicer. The poor dolphin. I feel really bad for Olimar. Getting fucked by capitalism, as we all do. Poor guy. Okay. Anything, like, I'm really hoping there's nothing else to do around here. It's just a waiting game. This is pretty much the last thing in the episode, so what's the point of cutting? You know what I mean? There you go. Value is 280. Only, like, 3 times more than that bottle cap? Okay. Cool. Courage Reactor. Oh, that's a good name. Actually, if I remember correctly, yeah, I think all the treasures do have really funny names in this. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning so as to avoid the... Okay, so yes, there is still a day-night mechanic in this game. Like I thought, there just isn't a limit, like a time limit. So hopefully my Pikmin are okay. I would assume. Did they get to go into the ship, or did they all just run off back to the onion? Or did I just lose those 20 forever? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. I'd be really sad if they just killed off all of my Pikmin. Nope, we're fine. Where were you, though? I could have used you to make more, but whatever. And that's it for the first day. Oh, man. Very uneventful tutorial episode, but today's report. Let's take a look. Funds earned. Yeah. We saw the 280 already. And we got just the 20. Good stuff. Mail? You found our first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often, keep up the pace. Sweet. Well, I will say that is a successful first opening tutorial day. But guys, that is going to be it for this first episode of a Let's Play Pikmin 2. Thank you all so very much for watching. Looks like Valley of Repose is the only place we have left to go, so we're going to be heading right back on into there in the next one. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in that next one.